That's Baseball, Erika. Me being Erika, where we talk about Yankee baseball and up-to-date news and what's going on, the state of the Yankees, all that good stuff. I know I've been gone for a little bit. It's the summer, guys. I'm still new to this. I love doing it, but it's the summer. Got caught up on some previous vacation plans, and I just haven't been able to get in front of this microphone to talk about the Yankees. Not to mention that the Yankees have been on the West Coast first time now. It is very hard for me to stay up and watch these games. Doesn't mean I'm not a Yankee fan. I definitely recap, watch the condensed versions on MLB TV and yes, reruns. But it's hard to stay up, and I know a lot of people agree with me. The West Coast games are rough on me, and I'm sure they're rough on the Yankees. Last time I talked about the Yankees, I think it was actually the Cleveland series. So they split a series with Cleveland 2-2, which was all right with me. Then they went on to get swept by the A's. Again, West Coast. As rough as it is on us fans to stay up till 1 a.m. to watch it, I'm sure it takes a toll on them. And although I was a little scared about having that 4-game losing streak because they lost the last game against the Indians, and then to lose 3 in a row against the A's, I was a little scared, especially, I was worried, not scared, I was worried because as great as the Yankees have been this season, it's kind of like we're waiting for the other shoe to drop, right? Where it's almost too good to be true, especially everything that they've been through. And at that point, you should feel strongly about the team. They faced so much adversity and everything has been against them, but they continue to prevail and come up on top. And thankfully, that's exactly what happened in the LA series. What a fun series to watch. If that ends up being the World Series, I hope it goes 7 games. I mean, I would love it to be a sweep for the Yanks, but as a baseball fan, how can you not love watching those two teams go up against each other? And I'm just going to make a couple of points on that series because I know they're already on to the Mariners. They played the Mariners last night, but we'll get to that soon. As a Yankee fan, how excited were you to see our pitching staff do that well against the best offensive team in baseball and the best team in baseball? They held them to 2 runs. I think it was 2 runs the first game. Let me just backtrack real quick. Schedule. I believe it was 2 runs. Yeah, 2 runs the first game, 2 runs the second game, and 1 run in the last game. With all the slack that the Yankees are getting this season about not having pitching and no depth in their rotation, and it is true because as a Yankee fan that watches pretty much every game, it's sometimes very hard to watch this pitching rotation. But to hold the best team, I cannot stress it enough, the best team in baseball and the best offensive team in baseball, 1-9, well, 1-8 because they're an NL team, so the pitcher bats, which I think is stupid. Please get rid of that. DH all day, makes it more fun, especially where baseball is going nowadays. But anyway, off track. That was impressive. Domingo Germán, I've said it before in previous podcasts, this man is an ace. He is the ace of the staff. All right. James Paxton does good when he wants to, and hopefully he continues to stay consistent. Aaron Judge, his bat is waking up. His bat woke up that whole series. He hit a home run in every game. So for everybody that was riding that Aaron Judge is on a slump and he might not get out of it, it's a great time to get out of it. We're heading into September. Playoffs start soon. And if he's hot, then the Yankees are a lot more dangerous than they were when he's not hot. Gary Sanchez also seems to be seeing the ball a little better. His average doesn't say that. I mean, I think he's batting .230, but if you watch his at-bats, you can see he is definitely seeing the ball better. He looks a lot healthier. He looks a lot more confident. And yeah, I mean, all in all, like I said, that Dodger series was awesome. It was really fun to watch, watching 2 gladiators go at it. And I really hope that's the World Series matchup that we see. And if the Yankees come out on top, poor Dodgers. I mean, you're looking at like the Buffalo Bills all over again. they keep losing to if that happened, they would keep losing against the top AL team every year. Last year was the Red Sox, and the year prior to that was the Astros. And then if it's this year, the Yankees. I mean, that's the three juggernauts of the AL, and the Dodgers just can't catch a break. And previous to that, I mean, they were, I think, the ALCS with the Cubs, and then ALDS with the Mets. So talk about the Buffalo Bills all over again, going to what, I think 3 or 4 Super Bowls in a row and not winning one. But onwards and upwards. So now we're in the Mariners series. Oh, by the way, the Players Weekend jerseys. I know I talked about how much I hated them, but did Aaron Judge look amazing in it? I know. I mean, he looked great. It looked cool. Didi Gregorius looked really cool. The people that wore them without the socks all the way to their knees, like the stirrups and stuff, I didn't really like it the way it looked. But on Aaron Judge and Didi, it definitely looked fierce, and it kind of gave them that like Star Wars, the Empire look, right? Like it was almost like they were the devils, and the Dodgers were like the angels, right? They were like all white, looking straight out of heaven, and then the evil Empire was there. And Aaron Boone was Senator Palpatine. But anyway, my Star Wars rant. I'm over it. So, yeah, the Yankees played the Mariners last night. They started a 4-game series, or is it 3-game series against the Mariners yesterday. And unlikely heroes, someone that has been coming up huge, probably the hottest player in baseball right now. I have spoken so much trash about this guy just because I miss Luke Voit so much. And he wasn't having the best start, but Mike Ford hit 2 home runs yesterday, and then he hit a home run against the Dodgers. He hit an RBI double against the Dodgers. Like, he's on fire right now. So anything I said about you, Mike Ford, I'm sorry, but I still rather have Luke Voit there anyway, and Edwin Encarnacion and all his strikeouts. I still rather have it, but way to come up big. Mike Ford is definitely coming up big for the Yankees. And again, just that next man up mentality. It took him a while to get hot, but now he's hot, and I don't want it to stop. So keep that going, Mike Ford. Ford drives one, no pun intended. I think that's what Sterling. Who else? Gio Urshela and DJ LeMahieu are neck and neck on that batting title right now. They're both batting .332, which is amazing to think, being that DJ and Urshela were not on the starting. In the starting lineups on game 1 in the opening day. I was there. I saw that lineup, the original lineup, and I was telling my friend, Steven, he was on the podcast last time. I was like, dude, this lineup is scary, and this team has a feel in the air. And then the next time I went to see the Yankees, that was not the lineup at all. I was watching a AAA team. So hopefully the team becomes complete and they have a full juggernaut lineup going into the playoffs, because it's not going to be fun for the opposing team, especially with a hot Aaron Judge and a Gary Sanchez that's actually seeing the ball, and Didi Gregorius healthy, and Luke Voit back, and I mean Giancarlo Stanton, though, you can stay on the bench. Just saying, Mike Tauchman is the god. J.A. Happ, that man better not be on the starting rotation for the playoffs. He better be coming out the bullpen, and even that, I don't even know how I feel about that, because we have a stellar back end of the rotation. The bullpen with Ottavino, Britton, Canely. Oh my gosh, how good they look. I mean, did they not do their job against the Dodgers? Just exactly how they planned it out to be. Ottavino with this filthy slider, Britton with that filthy breaking ball. Canely is just a man on a mission. The guy looks unhittable. Then Chapman's finally coming around. He's not walking as many people. Yesterday he had a 1-2-3 outing, which was rare in this part of the season, of late. But yeah, I'm so sorry for that. I think it was like a week and a half layoff. Again, I was on vacation. I apologize, and I just didn't get around to it, but I'm here now, baby. Yankees play tonight against the Mariners. Again, second game of the series. We got Masahiro Tanaka going up against Kikuchi? That sounds dirty. Yeah, two Japanese pitching studs, and we'll see what happens. Tanaka's 9-7. First of all, I was looking at this. Wow, I was looking at this wins losses. J Hap, I think he's 10-8. How he is 10-8 with he almost gave the game away yesterday, like completely almost gave it away. Yankees score 4 in the second, I believe, and then J Hap just gives up 3-run home run. I don't know. That contract is, if with everything that Brian Cashman, the cash god, has done this season, that signing has probably been the worst. The absolute worst. He's great at picking up relief pitchers. He's great at picking up position players. But when it comes to starting pitching, I'm still waiting for him to do something real good, because maybe CC has been his best free agent acquisition. Because if you look back at all the people that he's failed on, I mean, why can't I think of his name right now? It'll come to me. But who did he pick up oh my God, what was his name? Why can't I think of it? See, he came in with CC. Anyway, Carl Pavano, Miguel Pineda, the guy that I'm thinking of right now, he won us a World Series, but that was about it. J.A. Happ. I mean, there's been a lot more failures. Kind of like Johnny Depp movies. We don't think about it. As great as Cashman is, and as great as Johnny Depp is, Brian Cashman has made more starting pitching, more bad starting pitching decisions, as Johnny Depp has made more bad movies. Everybody knows Johnny Depp. Everybody talks highly about him. Everybody loves him. But you guys realize he hasn't made as many good movies as he has bad movies. Food for thought. Yeah, so other than that, I will be more consistent about this posting and this podcast. Summer is almost over, and that's sad. It's about to be September. It's about to be my birthday. And then once that happens, school's back, and summer is over, and we start drinking Oktoberfests, and we start drinking pumpkin spice lattes, and we start going on haunted hay rides, and then the best of all, we start playoff baseball. And playoff baseball, if the Yankees continue to stay the way that they've been playing this whole season, is going to be a great playoff run. Other things happening right now with the Yankees. Luis Severino is going to have he's been having rehab starts, or Jordan Montgomery has had rehab starts. Luis Severino should have a rehab start soon. It's really exciting, especially if they can come back and you can have Domingo Germán, James Paxton, and Masahiro Tanaka. You can't not have Tanaka in the playoff. I think he's pitching under 2 ERA, 2.0 ERA in the playoffs. So how do you sit him during the playoffs? He comes up big in big moments. But yeah, if you have, I've said it and I'll say it again, if you have Luis Severino and Jordan Montgomery coming in or being the starters that they were, having a Davy Garcia, I mean, I know he's not making the playoff rotation, but having Davy Garcia coming in at the end of September to be on that 40-man rotation, 40-man roster. I mean, the pitching woes, they've been rough this season. Starting pitching woes, not so much bullpen. But if they can come in right before the playoffs and look really good, then the Yankees are going to be really scary. If you think it's really scary now, Aaron Judge coming back and getting out of his slump and hitting home runs again and pulling home runs again, it's gonna be fun times. But yeah, thank you so much, guys. Again, I'll try to be more consistent again. Summer's almost over. I'm back to work, back to a regular schedule again. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, comment. I also have all my stuff now on Spotify and on iTunes and anything else, Pocket Casts or whatever you use for podcasts. So it's really fun. Thank you guys for the support. If you guys are watching all the way to the end, I appreciate it. I know not everybody gets through the 15 or 20 minutes of me talking about the Yankees, but thank you. So I'll see you guys in the next one, which will be sooner than later, I promise. And let's go Yankees.